Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and once again we'll be doing some more puzzles. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get straight into it. Now last session wasn't really good because I actually lost quite a lot of points. So that is obviously not good. So hopefully we can get back to at least maybe 2805 today. So let's just take a look at this position first. And material is balanced, but Black's king is sort of stuck, which probably means that we have some way of checkmating the king. And my first thought is to go king to f2 with a threat of knight to g2. And this threat might actually simply just be unstoppable. If Black sacrifices his knight like this, we're just gonna take it and be completely winning. So I'm just trying to see if he has any saves. Let's say that my king was already on f2 and I play knight to g2. That would simply just be checkmate. So I'm gonna go with this and we just take, and simple as that, we gain 5 rating points. Now this was a pretty easy puzzle, like I was able to solve it quite quickly. But let's take a look at this puzzle now. So my instinct says either bishop here, bishop c3 check, bishop c4, or bishop h3 check. It's probably one of these two moves. Let's take a look at bishop h3 check first. Also, another thing here is that we must act quickly, otherwise we're gonna get checkmated, since Black has like 20 different checkmate threats that we probably need to be quite careful of. So bishop h3 looks like the most forcing move. It forces king to e2 here, to which we might respond with a queen check. Maybe a queen here, and that actually I think is just mate. Yeah, so here and here. Okay, so we're off to a pretty good start. Like, we solved 2 puzzles very quickly. I mean, obviously they weren't hard ones, but we still got back to 2810, so we just need to solve a few more, then we'll be back at where we were last time. So let's look at the material first. 3 minor pieces. So Black is actually up a piece. And we can actually just take this knight, but maybe queen to f7 check, king here, and if I go here, he just takes. I'm trying to see if there's some way that we can maybe sacrifice a piece, but another interesting possibility is here, forced, here, forced, check. Here and then take. I think that's actually just mate. Here, here, here. Oh, it's, and then I guess... Actually, I'm gonna be honest, but I did not see that move coming, so... Sort of surprised that I got it right, but it might just be this. Here, force, and then here. So we win the queen in the process. Let me just see if everything makes sense. Yup, here. Okay, so we're doing really well. Hopefully we don't mess this up with like one bad one, but in this position it looks like Black is just up 2 pawns, I think. And if we take this bishop, just queen takes. So that doesn't seem too good. Trying to see if there's like maybe some sacrifice ideas. Maybe it might actually be bishop here and he can't block because I just take. So let's see where the queen actually can go. If he goes like back here, then I can just take the piece. It's a free piece. If he goes here, then once again I trade, get a free piece. If the queen goes like I don't know, like anywhere over here, then I just take. Although this is an interesting move since it also hits my knight on a4. So let's just calculate this line out, I guess. If he goes there, there might also be some weird way to trap the queen. Maybe with something like h4 here. h4, queen over. Well, I guess if we do this, then we can take the bishop and it'll be a free piece. So h4, h4, queen here. If queen there, then I just take it's a free queen, I guess. And if the queen goes... The queen must guard the bishop, since if it doesn't, then it's just lost. Now the best move here might actually just be queen back. And in response to that, what to play? Oh yeah, just takes, because he can't actually take, otherwise I take. I'm just gonna go with h4, it's the best move, let's go. And we just solved another puzzle, and we're back to 28-20. Okay, so now we have an in-game puzzles. Now, in-game puzzles are probably my favorite type since in some ways they are a bit less confusing since obviously there's less pieces and there's only so much you can do with like only eight pieces or like 7 remaining on the board. So in some ways they're easier to calculate, but also if you miscalculate for like one move, then you might just draw or lose. So there is that to it also. Now, I don't think it's immediately promoting since this knight is a bit far away and he might be able to push both of his pawns. Now, I do want to see if it's something like this. Here, check here. Maybe like rook over. Now you do have to keep in mind one thing, and that is that a rook and a knight versus rook and 2 pawns is just a draw. Like even rook and knight versus 1 rook is a draw. So I'm searching for a way to not trade pieces, but instead give like forcing checks that get us into a better position. So my first idea right now is knight here. All of these squares here. all these squares are covered. So really the king has 4 legal moves. If it goes to b4, maybe just rook here, check. Check. Hold on, if I go check like this, he goes here, here. He can't actually do this because I just take the bishop and I promote and he's just too slow, right? So he cannot go to these squares, he cannot go to c6, I guess. So really there's only 3 good moves, and that's b6, b5, and d6. Let's see why these moves are also bad. So once again he goes here, then check. I take, he takes, donk, and it's pin. So here he might be able to go there, but then I want to give hold on, so here he might go here, and what if I give this check? Knight check. Also another check that might work is knight e4. Maybe not, maybe not. So knight here. He really only has 3 moves. Let's say he goes to b6. Rook slides over. So these squares are blocked. He can't go anywhere here. Now this doesn't really seem too good for us. Like, I do not see a win immediately. So knight d3 check might not be the move. I seriously don't think it's just immediately promoting, since once again it'll just be a draw. Now one interesting idea might be actually to sacrifice the rook and then promoting. But that might also not be the move. So I am thinking here, if king up, then he walks into like this psycho discover check. So let's say he goes here, then what happens? Do I play something like this? Knight check here. Here forces the king to go maybe here. Yep, I don't really see anything good in this line. I'm probably just bad. Like, I've never really thought of that, but maybe I don't see the line because I'm just not really good at this game. Say he goes here, here, donk, yanka, yanka. So those are the only 2 possible moves. So here, here. It might also be yanka. And then if he goes there, is that actually... Oh no, it's not mate. I thought it was mate for a second, but this bishop is here. Now I really don't know what the move is, so I'm just gonna go with this. It's not I lost 12 points. What was the actual move? Okay, so it is the rook slides over move. I mean the knight, other knight check move. So we did lose quite a lot of points, and obviously that's not good. But it is what it is. Let's just take a look at this position first. First instinct is knight to f3 check. He can't take because it's mate. He can't take my queen either because it's check, obviously. And finally, he cannot move his king since taking the rook is just mate. Probably the best thing is to capture my knight, in which I take. He moves up. And I might have like some psycho bishop move. Let's go with this first. Take. Now this is the hard bit of the position since, believe it or not, the material is actually roughly equal. So we have to find a knockout punch, which presumably might just be bishop to e5, attacking the queen. And if the queen moves like somewhere else. Also, another idea is to slide this son of a gun rook over to like g5. But that doesn't work too well right now, so might not be that. So let's say bishop here, queen moves anywhere else. I guess the difficult thing about this position is that there aren't any checks. And usually when that happens, it's sort of tough to find a move. And another idea that I have is this with the threat of here, here, and maybe something like this. And that's just devastating. So let's say I go here, he can go there. Let's say he does nothing, right? My idea is to check with the queen, force king g3, check again, force either king h3. If king h3, then I bring my bishop, forcing king up, and then I have a fork. So if I go here, he does nothing, here, king up, here. If he goes here immediately, I have the fork, so I think it's just this, correct? Okay, so we did get some points back. And we did get 14 points from the start. I can't necessarily say this is a bad puzzle session, but we didn't gain like that much either. Now my first instinct maybe to take the rook since we are up 2 rooks if we take, but he might have some psycho mate here with like bishop here. That's if they're there, I might have just block. I am trying to find like what is the problem with taking the rook, right? So another idea is queen sack. Queen goes goodbye. Sacrifice itself, take the rook. If I take here, what does he have? He goes here. I can't move up 1, but it doesn't look that dangerous. Like I can always just sack the rook back. And at the end of the day, I'm just up quite a lot of material, I think. So if I go here, oh, he goes there, I take... I really am trying to find, like, what if Black has this awesome, insane tactic? Maybe knight here. Oh, he can't even do that since the knight is pinned. Okay, keep in mind that the knight cannot move at all. It's definitely not a queen move since I'm happy to trade. If he goes like here, 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 even though he gets my rook, I'm still up quite a lot. Quite a lot of material, and this knight is going to die. So I'm just gonna take this rook. I knew from the start that there wouldn't be any problems, so don't even like mess around. Just gonna block. I probably take. And it's obviously not that, so there's only one move that's probably good, and that move is not here because he gets... Well, it doesn't get my queen for free, but he might have some weird-ass perpetual check. If I go here, he... Okay, so from the start, this puzzle didn't seem that hard, but I guess the hard part is really just finding with the move that doesn't allow black to have a perpetual check. So I go here, he might give this. Sneaky little check. Also now he can actually move the knight. But then I give the check. And if I give the check, then it's pretty bad. So he probably doesn't want to move the knight. If he goes there, then that's the problem, I guess. Because this might not be good. I have no idea, so if I go here, what? Here, check. This. Although if I do go in the corner, he does not have any checks. Hold on, I'm just gonna run this line over one more time. If I go to F1, what check are you gonna give me? You don't really have that many, do you? Now I go to, if he goes to like F4 check maybe, then I'll just move over to G1. And yeah, he really can't allow me to get to the corner, since if I do, then he actually does not have any safe checks. So that's the thing. If I go here, also keep in mind that I can't allow his knight to get active. The thing here is that I can't really tell the difference between F1 and F2. So if I go here, he can't take my bishop. Since I'll just take his knight with check. Hold on, because... yeah. So I go here. Gives this little nasty check. I move my king over. Checks me one more time. Safe. Okay, that's incorrect. What was the correct move? Please tell me. What was wrong with this move though? I have no idea, but I guess that'll be it for today. We did have a decent puzzle rush. In the end, we got back to 2808, I believe. Not the best session we've ever had. But we did have more wins than losses, so I guess that'll be it for today. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment, share, and I'll see you all in my next video. Goodbye.